It could be Dante's Inferno. In fact, it's Scotland, the beautiful green kingdom of Fife. A great hole's being gouged out of the countryside by the state-owned National Coal Board. By many standards, it's not a vast strip mine, although in a small country like Scotland, it's a major operation. But can such operations ever be justified? Here in Cowdenbeath, the people are no strangers to mining. They well know deep shaft mining, where much of the dirt and much of the dangers hidden in the bowels of the earth. Even so, they weren't exactly enthusiastic about the new strip mining operation that started right on their doorstep.
Really terrible. I've lost all the amenities we used to have. I've lost all these walks that we used to have. I used to enjoy going at nights.
Oh, the landscape's all away and my road's all finished now. I can't even walk. I can't get along there now.
And it's affected the children, whereas she used to be able to go out to play. She's not very keen because of the noise. She's frightened. And also my clothes, if the wind's blowing the wrong way, they get dirty and I have to do them over again.
But Donald Harley, a director of the National Coal Board, is not unaware of the problems.
I think probably we are one of the very few open cast or strip mining operations which in fact for every site runs a list of social responsibilities and make sure that we really look after the environment.
The first job is to build a screen made up of the top soil to hide the ugly hole and keep down the noise and the dust nuisance. It's a costly operation which reduces profit, but a responsibility the industry accepts for the sake of the environment. As fast as the soil is removed, fresh coal seams are exposed just beneath the surface.
Well, open cast mining is an industry which must have a disturbing effect on the people who live nearby. This is inevitable. And I wouldn't like to be the faceless boss of an industry which did this. So I like to get to know a district we're moving into. I like to know the people. I like to hear from them their problems and worries which are probably quite unnecessary.
Provost Sharp voiced his council's anxieties.
The guarantees we asked for were, first, there'd be no danger to the people in the vicinity of the open cast. There'd be no blasting after a certain period at night. And that when everything was finished, they would return it to its normal. And that they would also guarantee any rights of way which we had in the vicinity of the town. We got these guarantees from the coal board, and we were quite satisfied with that.
So having obtained local cooperation, the mining operation proceeds. Disruptive, filthy, noisy. Yet modern strip mining remains less costly, both in terms of money and human life, than deep mining. It's a growth industry in Britain, and there's sufficient profit in it to restore the land to what it was, or even to improve it.
We aim to show a profit of about £2 a tonne, and this we generally achieve. I'm very proud to be part of a busy, profitable operation, but I wouldn't like to do that if I felt we were leaving derelict land to posterity. I just couldn't do it.
Nonetheless, for farmers like James Adams, there's a price to be paid. He's down to his last 5 acres, although since childhood he's farmed 230 acres at Cowdenbeath. Now he must vacate his property for the next 10 years. His family's been generously compensated, and top-quality soil will be returned to the land, improved by better drainage, ready for his return. But in the meantime, he's a farmer without his land.
I hope it
be a lot better. I hope for the family's sake that we have 2 boys, and I hope that, you know, there'll be something left for them to carry on with.
However, the people of Cowdenbeath are realists who recognise the need for coal mining in a world that's chronically short of fuel. The editor of the local newspaper and his readers have high hopes for the future.
Well, the readers, the whole population of the area is expecting to see a very nicely landscaped area, and I don't think that anyone has any reason to doubt that that will eventually be realized.
Well, we initially welcomed the mine on 2 bases. First of all, the employment of local people in this area. Secondly, that we envisaged at the end of the operation, instead of having slag heaps to look at, we'd have a green and pleasant country. It would improve the environment around the town of Cowdenbeath.
No, I think this is a precondition that they must restore the ground before they could go ahead with it.
30 or 40 years ago, we accepted the slag heaps as the price of winning the coal from the bowels of the earth. But now we have a greater sense of beauty and appreciation of nature.
Yet coal mining at times seems almost an affront to the beauty of nature. Tearing coal from the ground is an ugly, dangerous business. These waste tips and slag heaps are the reminders of a now defunct deep mining industry at Cowdenbeath. They'll be cleared away as an added bonus during the strip mining operation. 25 miles away at Black Ridge, the farmers are back, demonstrating what modern methods can do to restore the ugly gashes. For 8 years, this was a dark canyon of filth and of valuable coal deposits. Now the land's been restored around the farmhouses, and soon there will be wheat growing. The name Black Ridge is the only memento of the time when it was a strip mine, but that crossroads has been passed. The earth's yielded up its black coal, but not its beauty.